Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can view your step information on your Garmin Forerunner 955 watch. I'm going to be using the solar version in today's video. It doesn't matter whether you've got the solar or the non-solar version, step tracking is going to work the same on both of them. I'll also say this is a feature that is not common to the Garmin Forerunner. You can do this on pretty much any other Garmin watch that's out there right now. So first and foremost, just like anything on the watch, the most basic way you can view your step information is you can add it as a data element on your watch face. You can see my very top right data field is my step information. 2853 is my current steps. The icon is 2 feet next to each other. That shows you your step information. Now, I'm not going to walk you through how I added it on my watch face. I've done videos in the past that show you how to edit your watch face. If you have this data field added and you don't see any values, make sure you have activity tracking turned on the watch. This is a feature you can turn off. If you're not interested in getting your step information, your floors climbed, calories, so on and so forth, you can turn off activity tracking and you don't have to use it. But in my case, I'm using it and I've got some values for the day. Now, this is a touchscreen enabled watch. You can choose to use touchscreen if you want, or you can turn off touchscreen. I'm going to be showing you how to do it with the buttons. We could also do this with the touchscreen. The way we can get other information other than our data field is we can go look at the step glance. If you're using touchscreen, you can simply swipe your watch face up or down. If you're using the buttons, you can use the up middle button on the left or the down button, the lower left button. And we can go into what's called our glance list. Glances will show you more information than what you're seeing on your data field. This is what we're looking for, is the step glance. Now, if you don't see it, go to the very bottom and you will see an option to edit. The step glance is already on your watch. You just have to make it viewable in your glance list. You don't have to go to the Garmin Connect IQ app and download it. It's already here. Just simply put it in your glance listing. The glance shows me a little bit more. It shows me my current steps, which we already saw, but it also shows me my goal for the day, which is 10,000 steps. And then I've got a progression bar that's showing me how close I am to hitting my goal. If we go down to my floors climbed, you can see that it's turned green. I've hit my goal for the day for floors climbed. 10 was my goal. I'm at 15 steps. I'm progressing towards the 10,000. Goal is something totally different. You can adjust your goal manually. You can see the mine set to 10,000 steps a day. If I want to increase that to 11,000 or 15,000 or whatever, I can go and make that change so that every day my goal is a certain value. Or I could choose to let Garmin auto do it for me. And what that means is if I keep hitting my step goal, it'll increase my goal. If I'm not hitting it, it'll reduce my goal, and it'll basically keep doing that based on how much activity I'm putting in every day. If we want to see more information than this, again, using touchscreen, you would simply click the step glance, or you can press the top right button, which is your start, stop, select button, and that will take us into the glance. Basically, you're just going to see some analytical graphical views of what we just saw. Again, my current steps versus my goal. There's a progression bar up at the top, and then you can see a line chart of how much activity stepwise have I had since midnight today. I can press the down button and I can see my steps versus my step goal for the last 7 days. You'll notice the first two don't have any values. Either I wasn't wearing my watch or I had activity tracking turned off. That's what it will look like if you're not recording anything. But then you can look and see what's been going on the other days, as well as how high or low I hit. If I press down again, you'll basically see the same thing, but instead of seeing it in steps, we can see how much distance I walked for those given days. The reason I say that it's important to know that you can turn this off is a lot of people don't want to use their Garmin watches as their step trackers. Maybe you've got a Fitbit or some step tracker you put in your pocket. It's kind of funny because even Garmin tells you if you're getting invalid steps to take the watch off and put it in your pocket, which is kind of silly. The step tracking does really well on this. The two caveats to that is if you're in a grocery store pushing a grocery cart, you won't be recording steps. If you're holding a step rail, it won't record steps. If you're out using a push mower and you're mowing your yard, it will not record steps. Those are pretty good times where it might be recommended to put it in your pocket if you really are that into getting your step information. Other than that, it does a really good job. When I compare it to my Fitbit that's in my pocket, they're both pretty accurate. They're pretty much in line with them. I do think the one in your pocket is going to be a little more accurate, but not enough to where you have to carry one around and not use step tracking. Once we're done looking at our glance, we can simply press the back button a couple of times, get back to our main watch face. Now that's how we look at it on our watch. As with other things on this watch, if you really want to get more historical data, more analytics, go to your Garmin Connect app on your cell phone, look at it there, or go to the Garmin Connect app on your computer, and you can look at the step information there as well. I hope that gives you an idea of how to look at your step tracking on your Garmin Forerunner 955 watch. Thanks for watching.